Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel, Beauty on a Budget. My name is Heather and today is Saturday, October the 4th of 2025. So I'm going to do a good house clean. I haven't cleaned my house this week. I've been busy doing so many other things that I just haven't had time. I mean, the everyday basic, cleaning up, have you used things kind of a thing, yes, but anything major, no. Next week, yeah, next Tuesday, I'm going to be doing Thanksgiving dinner, so I really need to get certain areas of my house kind of picked up before we have family and friends come over. So I'm just going to walk through my house. So there is my living room. Obviously, there's a lot of stuff that needs to get put away. I have 2 bins there. That's full of my fall decor items that I'm going to be putting out later today, but I just want to do a quick clean of my house. I've got toys sitting there because they are going to the church. They were just kind of washed. I'm going to be decluttering the top of my china cabinet and getting everything put back up on top of the TV console. Things just kind of got moved around for doing various things in the last couple of weeks. Same with, I've got a lot of papers and things sitting here. I just need to go and put away. And then just coming to the front entrance, same thing. I'm just going to kind of declutter those shelves and get them ready to set up for fall. And same with this little table. Like, I'm not quite sure, what to do kind of a thing, but I do need to kind of, I kind of want to decorate for fall. And then my kitchen table, obviously there's a lot of stuff here, and I will say I think most of this belongs to my daughter, so she's the one who will have to be putting her stuff away. I will just move her stuff out of the way while I clean, and then she can take it up to her room. Supper last night, all the dishes were washed. They just have to get put away, which I don't mind having dishes in my sink if they're clean, or if there's something stained or just very dirty, has to soak. That is one thing. That is just whipped cream stuff from the Starbucks coffee. Okay, and I just have like a few things on the counter that kind of need to get put away. I used the rice cooker last night. Now I got to take it back downstairs. And then come into my room. Like I said, I need to really make the bed. You see the cushions are on the floor. The bed, like I said, in the mornings, if I just kind of throw the pillows and blankets up on the bed, it makes me feel like I've kind of made the bed, even though it's not really. But you can see there's just a whole bunch of clothes and blankets and things on the floor that just need to get put away. I've got books that I got to put away upstairs, so I'll be doing that. Not really much I can do. Like I said, that is my husband's stuff on his side table there, and that was what he brought from the garage, and he just hasn't found a place for that stuff yet. I think he wants to take it down to the basement, but he just couldn't get into the furnace room the other day because I was busy with doing the pantry and everything. And I'm still have stuff piled up, and it's really kind of hard to get down there. And then my bathroom. This is going to be interesting. Okay, my bathroom. I have not cleaned the bathroom for a few days, and I will show you that my bathtub is completely full of kids' toys. So these are the toys I was washing this week that I will be taking tomorrow to the church for the nursery. So there's a whole bunch of those Lego type blocks. I forget what they're called. I think that might be the Duplo or something. And then there's also the kitchen center food and dishes just sitting in here, and some of those fun little Fisher-Price popper toys. I'm just trying to see. I don't number, but I know that's the Dora roof. I thought they had their names on. I don't know. It's the larger Lego type bricks that are good for ages like 2 to 4. So that is why I have a couple of those clear bins also sitting in my living room, is so I can get these blocks, in the bins and taken to the church. Otherwise, the rest of my bathroom is okay. Just kind of needs to be, cleaned out. I did do that. I did clean a few days ago, but I've been cleaning toys for the church. So my bathtub is full of that stuff. That'd be easy to do. But I'm going to start I guess I'm going to start in my bedroom. So I'm just going to make my bed, take the books upstairs, take the dirty laundry, and get a load started. So I'll be back when I've got my bedroom done, and I've also got the toys out of the bathtub. Okay, so as you can see, I've got my room picked up. I've got my bed made. All the extra stuff I've put away. I'm actually just put my laundry in the dryer. I just started my second load of laundry. I've got 3 loads to do today. One is just my clothes, another is bathroom towels, and the third one is kitchen towels. So bedroom is done. I also got all the toys that were in here all out in the garage. They were still kind of wet, and so I definitely have to clean the tub good. And then I had a few toys that were kind of still didn't get scrubbed. I threw them in the sink, so now my sink looks like this. This is just sticker residue from some of those toys. They had like they're Mega Blocks, that's what they're called. Some of them had like the pictures on them, so I'm just gonna take my bathroom cleaner here. I'm just gonna spray my sink good, front as well. I'm just gonna spray in my tub good. I already took everything out of here. There. And then, yeah, I've got to do my toilet. So I use this Lysol Deep Reach toilet bowl cleaner. And I hate opening this. I think I'm twisting it the wrong way. Okay, so I poured a generous amount in the toilet, and then I'm just going to spray around the toilet with this in the garbage can. Outside of the toilet, I'm going to spray inside the garbage can. It needs to be cleaned as well. So now I'm just going to let all of this soak and wipe it down, and then I will be back. And what did I do? Did I not turn my faucet off? Okay. That happens sometimes. I don't turn the faucet all the way off. Oops, I just stepped on. Okay. Yeah, so that is done. I'm just going to let that all soak. This is everything that I took out of the bathroom that when it's done I'll put back. That's the bath mat. I gotta wash that, so I'll take that down to the basement in a minute. I've put my dishes away and I've wiped off my counters. So I said there wasn't really much here in my kitchen that needed to be done. It was just the dishes are clean, just had to get put away. There was that whipped cream topping from the coffees that was dumped out in the sink that needed to get rinsed and cleaned. I still have to do the kitchen table here. Like I said, a lot of this stuff belongs to my daughter, so I will just move it out of the way and she can deal with it. The front entrance here, I've picked it up. It looks so much better. That laundry soap is sitting there because I saw my sister-in-law earlier this week and I forgot to give it to her when I gave her all the baby stuff. So they'll probably be at our house next week for Thanksgiving. So I thought if I set it there, I will remember to give it to her. If it's still downstairs in my laundry room, I'm going to forget to give it to them. So that's just sitting there, so I remember to give it to them. And then I just have my living room, which I kind of had some papers here that I took upstairs. They were just some crafting ideas and stickers, sheets and stuff, so those went upstairs. I had some toys sitting here, so I took them out to the garage with all the other toys I'm taking to the church. And then I can just concentrate now on clearing all of this stuff here off, so I can kind of get ready to set up for fall. So I'm just going to finish the bathroom and finish picking up the living room, and I'll be back when I get that done. Yeah, so my living room is all picked up. I did actually decide to pack the nativity scene just because I needed that room for some of the fall decor. So all I have left to do is just straighten up the couch and vacuum and mop my floors. So I will do that. I'm not going to show myself doing those last few things, but there is my living room. It looks so much better. I've got my nativity scene just sitting there. It's all in its box. I will take that downstairs and set it with some of the other Christmas decor I have. I didn't touch the table. Everything on here belongs to my daughter. Anything that was mine, I've moved out of the way. So she will have to deal with all of her stuff. This was wiped off. That is just some of the dust and stuff from the nativity scene. I was just wrapping it using this counter. And then that's just a little floral little vase thing I had that was sitting up there. And you know, the flowers are dead, so I gotta wash those out. So that's just sitting there, so I can do that in a little bit. Like I said, I've got my kitchen all straightened out. My room is done. I mean, I do have to take this downstairs. This bag goes back to the car. And then I have the stack of photos that still have to get, passed out. And then I've got my bag with my course items in it. And of course the bathroom is all clean. I'm just waiting for these to dry off a little bit more before I hang up my soaps and things. I find if it's still damp, then some of my soap kind of gets wet, and then I've got that sticky thing that hangs up with some attachment, the foot scrub, and when this vinyl is wet, it just slides right off. So I have to wait till everything in here is dried. Oops. Keep banging into that door. Otherwise, everything in here is done. So I'm done cleaning for today. I'm just gonna come back out here. Like I said, I just have to quickly vacuum and straighten out the couch. But I think, it looks so much better than it did before. And I'm glad that I have cleared off the top of my china cabinet. And I've cleared off, like up on that top shelf up there as well. So again, I just want to say thank you so much to everybody who subscribes to my channels and watches my videos. And I will see you in the next ones. Bye.